It's a big old empty room. Let's see.
I just hit on there.
All right.
I got my speakers muted. I think I see you guys. Hey now.
All right.
Well, all this is a county commission meeting. Oh, man, let me get out of this. That was from 5/11/2021. How'd that come up?
Yeah.
You should if you are signed into the Upson County site, then you should be able to see the date, today's date. Let's see.
I see a test page is what I see.
For today's date?
No,
Oh,
5/11/2021.
go back to the main.
5/11/2021.
Go back to the main.
Sound like you stepped in a hole in.
We're live.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Planning Commission. There we go. All right. What was the short between my seat and the keyboard?
Yeah, that's usually where the shortage is at.
So you can see us now?
Yes.
Okay.
I sure can. I see Johnny and Jeff and Miss Alicia and Joel and Doug Kerr's back of his head.
You're good.
Yeah.
I believe you got us. All
All
right.
right.
All right. We'll call to order the September 13th, 2021 Planning and Zoning meeting. Can we have roll call?
Yes, Madam Chair. Commissioner Pitts.
Yes, sir.
Chair McKinley.
Yes.
Commissioner Hilton.
Here.
Vice Chair Beatty.
Here.
Commissioner Dawson.
Here.
You have quorum, Madam Chair.
All right. Next item is the adoption of the August 9th minutes. Have you guys had a chance to look over these? Any changes, additions?
I did not see an issue with any,
No, I'm good.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to
Second.
approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right.
Unanimous. Thank you very much.
Um,
I guess we should verify. Did Commissioner Beatty vote on the minutes?
I did. It's
Okay.
unanimous, Doug.
Thank you.
yeah.
Raise your hand.
If no one has any objection, I'd like to move item 4 up, if we can.
I make a motion.
All right, second.
Fine. Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. There's a little bit of delay, so when you, so the new business is the application for special exception, SPX 2021-09, James Martin, 2061 Rest Haven Road, parcel 079063. Have a motion to open the public hearing?
Make a motion.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we will open the public hearing. I have 2 people on the list. James Martin, do you have anything that you want to say to the board? Do you have anything any information that you need to give us that we don't already have?
I don't think I do.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to speak to the board. So next is Julie McClendon. You don't have anything? Okay. So if that's the case, then do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
I make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So Doug, if we could get the your presentation for that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is a summary of the staff report that you had in your packet. I'm not going to go through everything in the staff report, just summarize the relatively simple highlights. Mr. Martin is requesting, what we've had a number of these this year already, to live temporarily in an RV on 16.49 acres at 2061 Rest Haven Road. This is the west side of Rest Haven. The area is primarily agriculture. There's not a lot of development, heavily wooded and pasture. As you know, both the Planning Commission and the Board of Commissioners have a set of criteria that by state law and your ordinance you are to review these requests against. Those are the criteria. Staff has done a quick analysis against most of these criteria. Basically, they deal with, is this a negative impact on the area? Is it a nuisance? Is it something that's going to cause problems or negative impacts? And as traditionally is, this type of use is not a negative impact. It's one of the older sections dealing with RVs in your ordinance that, you know, this is understood to be acceptable for a period of time, and that's why you go through the special exception process. There are very specific ordinance requirements. We talked the last time about any recommended conditions, but generally speaking, other than you settling on how long the RV may be there inhabited, most of the things are already required in terms of the building permit's got to be paid for and in place. Both the septic tank and the well, if those are the utilities on site, have to be in place and functional, have been inspected. They have to be continued to be used, et cetera, et cetera. So a lot of these things are sort of a monitor type of ongoing condition that happens during the length of the period and maybe at the end. Staff recommends approval of special exception for basically two reasons. This is a temporary use only, and this the county does traditionally approve these requests using the standard requirements of approval that are already in the ordinance. And then, of course, you have the ability to recommend approval, disapproval, or approval with conditions to the Board of Commissioners. This is part of the plat showing you where this particular lot is. And this is the aerial photograph. This is probably the best photograph there is. As you can see, it's a lot of open pasture, some wooded area in the front, so there's not a lot to look at with a lot of photos. So there aren't a lot. That's the best view right there. There's the front gate. Further down, you can see the trees and then into the open pasture. And then in the open pasture, you can see that there's a pole barn, either completed or in construction. And that concludes the staff report, Madam Chair.
Okay. All right. Any questions or?
What's
I don't have
the
any.
anticipated time for construction?
It's gonna start as soon as the prices of wood go down.
Well, they've already dropped.
They drop.
You better move before interest rates go up.
Not concerned with the interest rates.
Okay?
But you still don't have a ballpark idea?
Hopefully to start in October,
How long do you think it'll take you to complete it?
6, 7, 8 months.
So 12 months will be sufficient.
12 months.
How long have you been here in Upton County? With your travel trailer and this property? Have you owned the property for a while, or is this something you?
Just a couple of months.
Okay.
Bought in June.
Yeah.
June. Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Sam, do you have anything?
Yeah, I didn't hear his response and what he said, how long it would take him to construct his home.
7 to 8 months, and he plans to start in October.
Okay. All right. I don't have any other questions, then.
Okay. Then do I have a motion?
I make a motion that we approve it.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
With a
12 months.
12 months?
12 months.
Yeah, let's go back. Is that
Recommendation for
12
12
months.
Recommendations,
Yeah,
12
recommendation
months.
for 12 months.
Second for 12 months.
Okay, all in favor of that with 12-month time limit?
Aye.
Aye.
So as you know, you still have next month when you go before the Board of Commissioners. They'll have this recommendation in mind, and they'll make the final decision.
One question,
Mhm.
where do they meet, so I don't have to?
Right here.
here.
Right here.
Gotcha. I don't want to go on a hike. Is that it?
That's it.
Yes.
Unless you want to stay for the rest of the meeting.
Appreciate it.
All right.
And a ball game, go sit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So going back to item 3, the Gateway Corridor Ordinance. We are continuing the public hearing from the last meeting. We don't have anybody here for, that wants to discuss anything based on the ordinance that we have together. Anything that, before I close the public hearing, do we have any issues why we shouldn't close that? I think we were trying to keep that open one more time for any input.
I don't see where we have any issues.
Yes, okay,
I say let's move forward with it.
okay.
Absolutely.
All right, so we will close the public hearing for the Gateway Corridor Ordinance. I think, Doug, based on that, we just need a vote that this is the final version that we're sending.
If you don't want to discuss any of the red letter changes that were in there, I
Yeah.
hope they're pretty much what we talked about.
I mean, they're pretty much, yeah, just the verbiage of clearing up of one word here or
I think
there.
I added an S here or there and a TH.
Right.
And then those changes that we had made.
I think everything should be sufficient.
Yep.
Very good.
So any,
Send a recommendation, pass it on to the chair, the commissioners.
yep, so do I have a motion?
I make a motion to pass it on.
Second.
Okay. So we have a motion to pass, to approve this as is, as this version to the county commissioners. All in favor?
Aye.
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 You hear me, Doug?
Yeah,
We got it.
Okay.
all right. You may break a record tonight. Item 5, other business. I have none. Anybody? No? Okay. Any planning commissioners issues or announcements?
Nope, I don't.
Sam? Have anything?
Well, I was just wondering, well, I'll wait till secretary issues. Where are we at in the schedule of things before the commission? But Doug can address that later.
Okay. Secretary's issues and announcements, new code enforcement officers.
Right, I had announced that Mr. Jeffrey Dean had been hired last month and that we still had one more position. Since then, we have hired Mr. Greg Napier. They are both working now out in the field. We still need a vehicle for Greg, so they're sort of doing tandem work and learning off each other as the newbies. And there's certainly not a lack of work. So between just the regular complaints that come out, the regular work, and then the utility department work for unpaid bills and people who don't have solid waste service, they get their work cut out for them, and hopefully we just get the equipment over the next few weeks and get them fully out there. But they're up and running and learning already as we speak. And I'm not sure what Commissioner Beatty's issue was, but I'd be happy to address it.
I mean, I just need to be reminded what did we do with the tiny home ordinance? Where does that stand?
That's on me. Unfortunately, I did not advertise it, and I didn't realize it until I did your minutes. So it will be advertised. Wednesday is the deadline for your next Planning Commission meeting for submittals. I anticipate a couple of things. And we will also have your public hearing in October for tiny homes. So that's on me. I just didn't do it.
Okay.
in terms of, just for my curiosity, in terms of, I would have thought that the gateway ordinance may have elicited some public response. Perhaps not, maybe I was deluding myself. But in terms of advertising, what do we do to advertise these public hearings?
It's a legal ad, approximately 15 days before. We basically follow state law. And then those notices are provided to the newspaper and to the radio station, and they do with those announcements whatever they choose to do. Well,
Yeah.
they receive the agenda. They don't, obviously, the newspaper gets the ad because they run the ad, but both of the reporters get a copy of your agenda.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Anything else, Sam?
No, that was it. I was just seeing if. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll reserve my comments for later. I'll try to think about it a bit.
All right, all right. Anything else? Do you have anything else?
Just one question, Doug. How hard would it be maybe to get the two new code officers to join the meeting next month so we could meet them?
Absolutely. I'll invite them.
Okay.
And, even we're able to have Jeremy here and do a little bit more than just meet and greet, but yes, we'll invite them for the next meeting. They were told during their interviews that might happen once in a while. So.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Bye, Sam.
Bye, Sam.
See you later.
Oh,
Hey, y'all gonna close without me?
we are. It was short and sweet.
Yeah.
Do I have a motion to close?
Make a motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Well,
Is that the shortest day?
well, we've made $40. See you later.
5:47.
Thank you. Bye.
I
already
think we've
gone.
had 5-minute meetings. I think we have gone fast. It was a
Appreciate it.
while